Alright, welcome back to War Thunder Weekly News. First order of news today, some of the dev blogs that I've missed because the videos I make no one watches. First up, we have the Key 87 Supercharged Samurai. It's a fucking awesome plane, and if you don't like it, go fuck yourself. It has 220s and 230s, and it goes real fucking fast, and it's premium, and I've been looking forward to it. Tier 4. It probably is going to, like the latest Japanese planes, club like a motherfucker, and it can carry a bomb. Next up, we got the Swingfire, a non-premium ATGM for the British. It has 2 little rocket launchers. It can carry rockets. Not rockets, missiles. It has a 7.62 machine gun. Very scary. Overall, it's pretty damn badass. If I could buy one, I would, outside the game. But the government might get annoyed with the treads on the roads, and I have to replace them, and it get pretty expensive. Tanks are expensive. Next up, we have something the community has been asking for far too much, the Leopard A1A1. This thing's from 1975. I believe this is the most modern tank in game, and it has some really cool armor, a really nice camo. People who like the already in-game Leopard are going to love this because it's like having 2 Leopards. So when you get fucked over by some Russian anti-air shooting at tanks, you can spawn again in another Leopard. You'll probably get shot again though. Now, of all the vehicles that have been released so far, you're probably thinking, what the fuck do any of these have to do with the desert? Why is this update called Desert Hunters? Well, I won't tell you, because I have no fucking clue. Besides the obvious things I was too lazy to cover, some other cool things popped up. Moreover, the War Thunder blog over in that one Russian website has proclaimedly leaked what's gonna happen in 1.63. Put it short, 2 new maps, Korea and some place in Egypt I can't pronounce. So there's one thing that has to do with the desert, but a T-55 in question, Leopard and Shalaka, Russian and German modernized spas, or spag, pardon me. The A1E1 Independent is... Funny story I heard about this, that apparently what happened is that the Russians sent over some spies and they stole the blueprints or whatever for the A1E1 and made the T-35 or whatever it's called. But that was just a rumor, and it's probably true because you can't trust those dirty Russians. A Japanese dive bomber, a British bomber, and a premium bomber, probably the Hudson 5. Another ATGM tank, and dev server will come soon. This is all posted on Reddit by Mike10D. Also posted on Reddit was right now they are considering having a different style of modeling ammunition in a sense, or as it currently is. If you have a 88mm shell, you could shoot it into a 75mm hole. Normally that wouldn't make sense, but you can do that in this game because of how it's modeled. They're thinking about making it more complex where you can't shoot an 88mm shell through a 75mm hole. They're only thinking about doing it though. No confirmation. If they do, that'd be really cool because if you think about it, quite often you get some pretty BS like shots off. This may be unrelated, but earlier today I killed an IS-2 Mod 44 with an Oswind. I don't know how, I just did, but yeah. Next up, the shooting range. Shit went down there. They talked about different styles of armor, rolled homogeneous armor, cast homogeneous armor, and face hardened armor, and explain the differences in them. What I thought was really interesting is there's not much face hardened armor in the game. But you know who really liked phased hardened armor? Japanese. They put it on their early tanks because the Americans, they used high velocity solid shot rounds with their tanks of the time. So the Japanese were thinking like, hey, we're going to be fighting the Americans, well, we should integrate our tanks to be more effective against them. Unfortunately, they didn't, because all their tanks were still from 1930 something and didn't do much. And also the Q&A section, there were no good questions. Who knows, maybe bad crop. I guess some of the interesting ones, someone asked about premium tier 5 vehicles, and they said nope, not gonna happen, because they want you to earn tier 5 vehicles, even though like early jets are rather shit. And from what I've heard, tier 5 tanks suck dick because they're stock and it takes forever to research any of the parts. Another person asked about the SAB 29 something, and they're like, oh, that's not in game, but here is a player made one. You can download that and fly it around, which was, yeah, cool. They also had a section on the Yak 15 and talking about how such a innovative jet or whatever it is. In game, it sucks. So, yeah. Next up, got some updates for Enduring Confrontation. I bet a lot of people will be interested and concerned about this. The way that they hand out experience points and whatnot has been altered a little. Now you only receive half the points that you usually do, and you receive the other half when you land and rearm and refill your plane. This is to stop poor sports from holding J after they bomb a base or something, or whatever. Or instead of repairing the plane, they just J out. So now, if you want to get your full reward, you have to return home. But the issue that people could hold with this, not everyone, I like this, but if you play really well and then get shot down by an equally good player, you lose half your research, which could be a little frustrating. But I guess you just gotta prioritize landing and whatnot. I wonder if it counts if you land on the ground. Oh well. Thanks for watching. Remember to like if you enjoyed it, and if you want to hurt my feelings, dislike it, and send me hate in the comments. And if you have any questions or concerns about the stories I brought up, or if I missed anything, hit me up in the comments, and I will read them. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to subscribe.